that's a tad upsetting.
All right, Joey, get on my stream.
Big putt for par coming up.
My YouTube's high key.
A quick glimpse at the leaderboard now.
Should be.
This player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in second place. The 15th at TPC Sutherland is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament.
I've gotten way better.
You've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh, that's a ripper. And that will take him to 3 under. He sits in first position.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish. Nicely done.
Playing from around 230 yards. Going with a 3-wood here. Wow, what a shot. And now to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
Oh, what a stroke. And down it goes for an eagle. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Oh, that's frustrating. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Well, this was the conundrum, wasn't it? When the new rule came in, did they leave the flag stick in or do they take it out? I'm pretty sure. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The 18th at TPC Sutherland is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. Playing from around 160 yards. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. All right, 1 down. Let's see if they can take the next opportunity to close out the win. Just didn't drop. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here. Ooh. All right, let's see if they can compose themselves and knock this one in to claim the title.
So far, so good.
Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back 9, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the first stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today's coverage of the FedEx St Jude Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Ricky ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Ricky. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course. And with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This one's for bogey. Starting the round above par today.
Not what they're looking for. A little nervy out there so far.
He's currently tied for 7th. The second at TPC Southwind presents the first real birdie chance. Just a short par 4 playing 401 yards. That's heading into the rough, I think. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely. Yeah, this is lovely.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, steady now. This putt is from 14 feet.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Ooh, right by the hole. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The third hole at TPC Southwind's a strong par 5 measuring over 550 yards from the back tees. A bit of water comes into play here on the second shot, so be mindful of where you leave your approach. Henny, what's the player facing here?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Oh, you see that one bouncing around the branches like a pinball machine? Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Opting for the 5-iron. Right into the water on that one. And here we are with the third shot. 3 strokes off the lead. that one just missed the hole. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Well, that'll play.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Going with the 5-iron here. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. The fifth at TPC Southwind is a long par 4 measuring 485 yards. It requires a good strong drive to avoid the bunker on the left and then an accurate approach into this green. Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 7th at TPC Southwind is a strong par 4 measuring 482 yards from the back tee. A big clump of trees on the left and the one on the right is to be avoided off the tee. Also, a good angle to attack this green is from the left half of this fairway with a huge greenside tree that also affects any poor approaches. This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top spot as we pause for a look at the leaderboard. The 8th hole at TPC Southwind is a really nice short par 3 measuring just 164 yards. This green has been recently contoured, so accuracy or distance control off the tee is paramount. Ooh, that almost went down. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
If they can sink this, they'll pull ahead of Fowler. This could get interesting.
And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. The finishing hole on the front nine here at TPC Southwind plays downhill towards a dogleg right. There's a big body of water, the short front left of this green, so make sure you've got enough club to reach the surface. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Oh, this would be handy if we could bounce right. Anything in 5 feet would be handy from here.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, so close. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Oh, that's a bad break there, Rich. Just probably a little bit too much pace. And this one is for bogey. Now 5 strokes behind. The 10th at TPC Southwind is a par 4 that plays just over 450 yards from the back tee. A lot of players take less than driver here to position their ball for the best approach to an uphill green that has a number of tiers on it. Accuracy on both shots are required. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Just a short putt remaining here. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 3 11th at TPC Southwind measures just 162 yards. But looks can be deceiving here. While it looks pretty, it can bite you. Make sure you've got enough club here on approach. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Was on a good line. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 4 12th is only a short one, measuring 406 yards from the tips. But you need to be very accurate off the tee. Avoid that huge water hazard to the right, and that'll give you the best angle into this green. Any drive that's pushed left will make it a difficult approach, and be wary. There's water over the back of this green, which you can't see. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Okay, time to return to the action. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Needs this putt to tie Ricky Fowler.
Well, looks to have misjudged the speed of that one. This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Time now for the 4th shot. Oh my God! And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. The 13th at TPC Southwind is a strong par 4 that plays uphill and a slight dogleg to the right. It requires a big drive up the right half and then a very accurate approach. There's a heavily bunkered green there, so make sure you hit your approach in the right distance. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Putting for a par here. Look who's